Namaste Krishna Rao. Welcome to IYRTalks English edition. In this session, we just try to, take your reflections on two important points that has taken during the last, 1 week's time. One is the Zelensky meeting Trump, and there is a total big controversy the way in which both have reacted, and one way we should appreciate the standpoint what Zelensky has taken in trying to not to surrender the sovereignty of his country before the American president, and also the trade war. In fact, since yesterday, the implementation of 25% tariff on the imports from countries from Canada and other countries have started, and it has got a lot of public criticism even within America, and the markets have crashed yesterday in America also, and before that also the markets have crashed and all that, and people have expressed whether America is going into deflation, and then countries can go forward and all that. All these things depends on how the government is going to take forward the thing in future. That's Trump is going to take forward his utterances and then decisions. I request you to kindly briefly give your opinion on one is on tariffs and another is on the Ukrainian war.
Yeah, I mean, first let's tackle the tariffs portion. Tariffs thing is, I mean, this is a felt feeling of most of the Americans that post World War II, the rest of the world has taken us for a ride. They put tariffs on our goods, but they expect us to import their goods without tariff into our country, and then unnecessarily we are footing the bill of defense of Europe and others for no reason, and they are merely distributing the money the way they want. So all this should be stopped. So that is a feeling which Trump represents. To that extent, there is a point in what he is doing, but world has come a long way. World has come a long way, and there are a lot of supply chains that have got integrated globally. I mean, if you are producing a car, one point in one country, wherever it can be efficiently manufactured depending upon the cost of production, and then assembled at some place, and the ultimate beneficiary is the consumer. Once you start putting these tariffs and make it costly, the consumer is going to suffer. And how far the American consumer will be willing to go with Trump, even if it is costly, okay, go ahead with the tariff so that some manufacturing will come back to the country. That will decide the political future of Trump. I don't think any common American would appreciate this in the long run. The euphoria is there now, but in the long run, once these prices start pinching, there will be a lot of revulsion, and he will be asked to go back. But by then, a lot of damage would have already been done. So that's what is going to happen. So India today should not rub him on the wrong side, because he has all the authority and is imposing it. Even in case he imposes tariffs on India, reciprocatory tariffs are not an answer from Indian side. By that, you will only irritating that fellow. Keep on reducing for them and keep on arguing and work out for the free trade agreement, which can be beneficial for both the countries. Instead of that, when China is putting reciprocatory tariffs, because Chinese economy is strong, they can withstand it. Similarly, Canada is doing it because it has a issue with him. I mean, he is saying Canada is another 51st or whatever it is state. So when you start rubbing on that side, that's not easy. So, but India doesn't have that type of problem. So why pick up a quarrel in which you will not be the winner, because his might is much, much bigger. So very diplomatically it has to be tackled, and I am very happy Narendra Modi is following that path with reference to this. This is as far as the tariffs is concerned. Second, Trump Zelensky, Vance fight out. Of course, a lot of memes have come and whole world is full of it. Two things, yes, he stood his ground very firmly. I suspect it was a plot hatched by both Vance and Trump to show him in poor light. More so to the American public that Ukraine is taking a lot of our money and still is ungrateful. A message which they want to give, which they have successfully given to the American public. One thing that Zelensky should realize is he can never be a winner in a proxy war. He on his own could never have fought Russia. His fighting Russia is a proxy war. He is fighting on behalf of America and European Union. So he is strong as long as they support. The moment America withdraws, European Union is in no position to support him because defense-wise they are a very negligible spending and a negligible arsenal they have. So they will not be in a position to support him. This is something that he should realize. Individually, yes, in this conflict and that verbal duel with Trump and Vance, he has come out dignified as a man of metal. But ultimately what counts is national interest. So keeping national interest in mind now, the best thing for him is to go for a rapprochement with Trump and facilitate a ceasefire, whatever way it is going to come, because they have played a proxy role unnecessarily. They could have settled this much better without losing any of their land directly with Russia, without being encouraged by European Union, America. Now that it has happened, there's very little chances for them to settle this on their terms. So the issue is going to be settled on the terms that USA and Russia are going to agree upon. But it's a dangerous trend. It's setting a dangerous trend because a sovereign country's land, if somebody occupies it and can take hold of it, tomorrow what is our position in case China does the same thing? Or for that matter, we do the same thing to Bangladesh. So this is not a right international principle that has been laid out by Trump and Putin, and it will have dangerous consequences for the future.
In fact, Trump is also announced that he is going to, have Suez Canal and then Panama Canal and Greenlands and all these things. So, and also wants to reconstruct the devastated Gaza Strip and all that. So this is all somehow things not go with
normal practice.
Yes. Thank you, sir.